Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Leo. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me, keeping me safe. Leo, oh. I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, but most of all for showing up. And we have commitment with the King of Wands. He's moving toward a commitment, our King of Wands. Is that you, Leo? We have Four of Pentacles with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So that long distance communication, moving on, wanting to travel, wanting to take what you know further, as in going to school, abroad for some, working abroad for others, just communicating online, being able to free your mind, or just scrolling through and viewing different places, or choosing different places, of making a choice from different places where you want to go, but you're doing it online for some of you. We're holding back on spending. We're keeping information to ourselves. We're not wanting to share what would be a burden. Yeah, some of us are not talking about money, or don't want to worry others about money, or don't want to project that image that I don't have. But we're saving, we're keeping it to ourselves. We're keeping our thoughts to ourselves, and we're either exploring online. We're not talking to people face to face. Could be a lot there with the Four of Pentacles, because that is a sense of distrust, not just keeping it. It's a selfish act in itself, eh? Wanting to go into commitment, but keeping information about important details to ourselves for others. I mean, it can go in so many different places, but going towards the commitment, wanting to have a commitment is where you are headed, most of you anyway, because you're ready. You're feeling ready, like you've put so much behind you. You've moved on from a selfish attitude. You've moved on from dealing with people in a particular way. You moved on from, because that's what these two cards would represent, huh? Moving on from, wanting to go further away from, wanting to distance yourself from. And then there's the selfishness that maybe some of you want to some of you want to distance yourself from selfish people. You see, could be that you are not telling family members about who you're interested in. You're keeping that to yourself. You have a commitment that you don't want other people to know, or particular people that you don't want them to know that you are committed to whatever it is that you are committed to. I mean, you fill in the blanks there, but you're moving forward on that. You're determined. You're determined to, you put your mind to, I've made up my mind, I want this. And you fill in the blanks, whatever that is. And the fact that you are not sharing the information is because you're very serious about it. It's not that it's a negative connection I'm making here. It's more that you are certain that you want something, and until you are ready, you are holding on to that information. Because when you are ready, you're just going to talk. You're going to tell everybody. You're going to put it out there. It's going to be known, and everybody will know, because that's you, Leo. When you want it known, you will tell. we have the Eight of Cups. And again, that's something about either going back to a commitment with someone that you may have been dealing with, because you're going back to something. And here we have the Five of Swords with the Empress. So it's a question of really having thought about it, so much so that you've thought too much, that you're overthinking, and you are looking for that sense of stability. You're worried about not having that sense of stability, or the person that you may be thinking of, or that you may be, for some of you, having a commitment with an individual could be that person that you're not sure that they will take you back. You're worried about reconnecting to a particular individual. Again, there was unfair treatment. Maybe they were taken advantage of, and you were party to that, or you were aware of it. You knew something, because you're worried that they won't take you back. And you could be dealing with a water sign. You could be just dealing with someone who's very in tune with their emotions, very intuitive. Or it just could be the time where you are ready. You are settled in your emotions. You are sure that you want to be in this commitment. You're very aware of your feelings concerning the person that you're thinking of going to meet with or communicate with. Here we have a few more cards showing up with the Five of Swords on the bottom, and that's Ace of Pentacles with the Chariot and the World. So it's a real difficult time that you may have had, or you're remembering how difficult it was, and you're thinking that's why it was that you went away, or the relationship unraveled or ended or went into stalemate. But you are wanting to start up again, and you're willing to go that extra mile. You're willing to go the distance. You're willing to go wherever you need to go. If it's across water, like you want to go around the world, or you want to travel, you're ready to move wherever that person is, or you're ready to start anew in another place where you want to, like I said, you want to travel, you're ready to go abroad, you're ready to start a new life, whether it is with someone else or on your own. You want to begin, have a home somewhere other than where you are. You want to move. It's quite clear. It's a travel. You want to travel, and you're going to do whatever it takes, apparently. Or you're worried that who you're leaving behind, because you're going to be missed, or you may miss. And again, could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. It could be another Leo. It could be just that you feel that you have to do this, that there's no backing down, even though you're holding yourself back, or you're feeling like you're held back. And this is where you feel that the only way to overcome is to leave, is to travel, is to move. Leo. There are blessings. There are blessings in all of what we do, what we think, and how we feel. Most of the time, we are meant to do, feel, and think the way we do, because we're just executing the karmic duty that we came into this life to do. And if you're feeling that you have to do something, don't fight it. Do it. I mean, I'm not saying anything and everything is the right thing. You have a sense of judgment. And if you're listening to tarot reading, it's because you have a discerning quality in you that you look for confirmation, and you want to make sure that what you do is, or what you think is, validated before you make steps. And there's nothing wrong with that, because when you do open up and put your energy out, Spirit gives it back to you with the blessing that yes, you're on the right path. You've changed. You're still changing. It's a little frightening, and you may be uncertain. You have worries. You're human, like everybody. We have doubt. But when this card shows up, there is no doubt, because there is no doubting that there will be change, and the change is occurring. If it has not already occurred within you, whatever drive you feel you have, it is the right path for you. If you are struggling to decide, then it is a question of when, not if. And what we do when we are struggling is we sit and we wait. We meditate. We relax. We occupy ourselves with light-hearted things that we enjoy doing, instead of worrying over the things that we have no control over. If you are waiting for a signal for change, it is coming. It is coming, and you will know when, and you will have no doubt when that change comes. You will have the knowledge and the know-how and the when to move. It will come naturally to you. I feel like this is a serious read. Leo, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. And I know I said it. I'm saying it again because this is a really serious read. And that's okay, because the eclipse is happening today, if it's not already happened on the other side of the world. We're not viewing it on the western side of the globe, but we're still feeling it, and that is what's happening to you. That eclipse of the moon is making you dig deep down inside and doubt and question, and you really want to know, and you're not sure, and should I, shouldn't I, is a lot of that with you. But there will be a moment when you'll take a breath and you'll say, okay, now I know I'm ready. I want to do this. And then you'll just do it. And then you'll move on. And you will have that blessing from Spirit, because this is High Arcana saying, yes, you can. And the Two of Wands is you seeing into your own future, looking at what you really want, and having that healing, that sensation, the basil. If you like basil, I don't want to say who doesn't like basil, because people are people, okay? If you are able to put your hands on some fresh basil leaves, make a tea, sit with it, relax, allow spirit to give you that go ahead, because you're feeling like you need to wait, you're holding yourself back, or you feel that circumstances around you are holding you back, and it's only because the moment is not arrived yet. And it will, because the sensation, that knowing, that deep knowing, that inner knowing, following the intuition is there, and moving forward is a thing, and then the Tower is another thing. You see, the Knight of Wands is so you, Leo. It's, yeah, I want to move on, I want to do my due, I know what I want to start over, I want to have something different. That's what we're all going through if we are feeling. And when I say all signs are getting that touch of I want something different. If you are stuck or feeling stuck, it's just the natural way of the universe to give us an eclipse to say, okay, now this is over. Now let's shift gears. We're going to do this now. And here you are, getting that momentum behind you. The tower crumbling behind you, Leo, is a big deal. You are walking away from something that maybe you've had too much of or enough of. Either way, Spirit is walking with you. And you have to remember that, especially when doubt creeps in. Just know that you have guardians around you. And Spirit is not forgetting any one of us in any moment. Wow. Okay, let's cut. Because I feel like I just did the whole reading there. But how I love to do your read, Leo. Okay. I didn't even say. I'm using the Herbal Tarot deck by Tierra and Cantin. As you can see, it's another deck altogether from the last zodiac reads. And I've brought back the Herbal Astrology by Adriana Ayales for the guidance. And for a new edition, I've brought in the Energy Oracle by Sandra and Taylor. This is to really give a better view on the positioning of the card that falls in the energy around you, or the forces around you in the spread for the Celtic Cross, because that's the spread that I'm still using. So we'll start with wisdom. See? Spirit has got you every angle, every corner that you could turn. Spirit is with you. You have gained so much knowledge. You have so much experience. You have suffered it. You have been alone. You have put yourself away from others. The Strength card is what comes before this. So holding back and really going within and keeping to yourself and not lashing out or getting into arguments or throwing your ego around, being humble, being simple, and keeping that ego intact is where the 8 had you. You're at the 9 now, and setting off onto this journey through September is where you're going to explore what you know, what you understand, and be a light for others, be a guide for others, or just follow the light that Spirit is shining on you for some, and for others I can't stop stuttering. It is expressing the knowledge that you have acquired. We saw the 8 of Wands, we saw the 6 of Swords. So extending the knowledge and taking it somewhere else is, you're ready to go. Your back is turned to everything that had taken place prior to this moment, that you feel that you're ready to take that step. You're moving forward. And then we have the 6 of Swords, so you're really moving forward. Spirit is challenging you to take that step. Are you ready? Are you able? Are you willing? It's not a question of being brave, Leo, but then that would be the test. Are you brave enough to go that extra mile, to step onto a new existence or a new journey? Are you brave enough? Are you feeling that what you have learned and what you have experienced is going to take you to a better place? You must believe that where you are going will have that peace of mind, because that's what you need. You need to have that. This is what Spirit is giving us. Spirit always gives us what we need, not always what we want. You have accomplished. You see, your mind tells you that. Your heart tells you that. Spirit tells you that you have accomplished. You've accomplished something, or you have come into recognition of, or you are recognizing within yourself your capabilities. You are being recognized by others, or you probably are desiring that for some of us listening here, that we want that recognition. We want to know that what we're doing has a meaning. It means something, that it will be recognized, that I will be rewarded for what I've done. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's your validation that what you've done is taking you to the podium of I've accomplished. We saw the world card, don't forget. Here we see the 8 of Cups. So having had to leave, or maybe wanting to go back in some cases, because it started off like that, where you, King of Wands is so you, Leo. I mean, all the wands, it's fire signs. It could be Aries, it could be Sagittarius, but I'm talking to Leo. And the cards that come up with the wands, I feel the strength of Leo there. And you were looking back. You were looking back at a commitment that you may have made, and you're probably contemplating, should I go back? Because here we see everything going forward, but then we see the ship going back this way. So it's a question of, should I go back or should I go forward? Can I go back to go forward? Again, the wisdom will let you know. You've been on a journey, and that journey gave you the wisdom, and now you're going over the journey itself. You're contemplating that, because this is driving you, and having to go back to finish something is because it's karmic. If you're feeling that pull where you know you want to go forward, but you keep getting signals that say you have to go back and finish this. I can't stop thinking about something that I was doing. It's not completed. If you're feeling like that, then you know you have to finish. It's karmic. You can't move forward until whatever it was is really completed, or you have that sense of completion. Once you feel like, okay, there's nothing there for me anymore, then you will just move on. It's just natural. Here you have the 4 of Swords. So either you've had a conversation, or you've been contemplating reaching out and speaking to someone. Because once you do, then it would mean that it's completed. So it's either you're thinking about it or you've done it. Now that really depends on when you see this clip. If it is that when you come to view this, you've already spoken to the person, then well, there it is. You've spoken and you've completed the cycle. And if it is that you see this in the now and you're thinking, well, you know what, I think I want to talk to them, well, there it is. You will be able to speak to them and complete the cycle. Oh my, look at that. 10 of Cups is back again. Last reading I did had that. It's the completion of a cycle, because this makes a completion and this is a completion. So you're going to complete a cycle, whether it is for getting into a relationship or ending a friendship or some form of a relationship. I just want to take a last sip of that coffee. 10 of Cups, it's the future card here. And this is where you either want to see your dreams come into fruition, or all that contemplation and wondering and worrying, should I, is this going to work for me? Is because you're not sure if it's really real. If it's a dream, what you want, it's going to take a miracle for this to happen. But see, that having a miracle come, it's very possible with the eclipse of the moon, and then later on in the month, I think it's on the 21st, it's the eclipse of the sun. So if you are feeling pushed to do something, don't fight it. It's spirit nudging you along. And if you are wondering, open your mind, open your heart, and let the wisdom come and shine on you. Let that light guide you to where you really feel deep inside that you want to go. Here we have Ace of Swords. This is the truth. Here we have the 6 plus the 4, that would be the 10, and then we start up again. So having had the conversation or making the decision to have the conversation, victory is upon you. Now, victory is upon you, above you, because this is where your mind is. You want to achieve, you want to be victorious, and here you are being victorious, feeling it, knowing it. This is truth that's come to you or is coming to you, again, like what I said, depending on when you follow this clip. This is the card that we will pull the energy oracle for. It is the positioning of forces around you. This is out of your control. This is spirit's guidance. This is other people. And again, we see the 5 of Cups. So having that feeling of I miss my Leo, I'm longing to see Leo, because this is someone else. This is not you sitting in this position having this 5 of Cups moment where you're feeling a loss, feeling lonely, knowing that you can recover with that cup behind you, and that if you only look up, you'll see that the possibility for relationship is able to heal, and you can have another relationship, or you can make amends to the relationship that you have. Now, I just want to lay out the cards, and then I'm going to pull the energy oracle. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning, as we saw in the beginning with the shuffle. You or they or both of you have this idea that you can have a new beginning, that you can come back together if it is that you are following with my read and you do really want to go back to unfinished business. You can. There is never a solid yes or no for what we think we can or can't do. It is a matter of trying. If you don't make the attempt, then you will never know. If you make the attempt and you get a no, well, it's because it's not meant to be. And if you get the yes, well, there you go. But if you don't make the attempt, it will always be a wonder. It'll always be a thought. And you have the 2 aces, and that is amazing in any read, because it's all of the potential on your side saying, go for it. The fear is in just that you will have a possibility of settling down, that you will have a real relationship. And it could just be that they are worried that you will not have that relationship with them, or that they may not be acceptable to you. I mean, it's your situation. It's either you want to reach out to this person or you don't. It is either they have tried to reach out to you and what you have received from them is or is not worthy to follow up on and come back to. The final card is the 7 of Wands. It's so uncanny. Wow. Anyway, if you are inclined to look at, I think it's the Virgo, could be Libra, I don't remember. I think it's Scorpio. I don't remember which one, because I'm just remembering these 2 cards falling here. It is a positive. It is reaching that higher ground. And why? Because you have the know-how. Because you are aware, because you're willing to have that conversation and be honest and know that the truth is going to set you free, or them free. Having that truth, because they may be feeling that you're not interested, or they're not worthy, or they're really missing you, and they just want to have some connection with you, and you put them out of their misery if you do communicate with them. Leo, it's only because justice is being served here. It's inevitable that you would want to speak to them, or that you have been contemplating going back to a relationship that had not fully ended or come into completion. So we're going to take the energy card for the Five of Cups, as in what is the energy relating to the Five of Cups for Leo, because this is the universe, this is spirit, this is other people around you, and what that energy brings in as the Five of Cups. Let's see what the oracle message is about the Five of Cups for Leo. I just shuffle. I don't know if you can see me shuffling. I'll do it over here. I shuffled 3 times like this. I'll do one more. And I don't turn the cards to the reversed state. I just read both, and of course if one fits for you, the other may fit for someone else. So it really depends on your situation. It's either reversed or it's upright. So here's your, oh my, hostilities. Oof. Okay. Yeah. 26. Ready to fight. Looking like the Knight of Swords. Okay, so hostilities. Someone is, they're not happy. They're not, yeah, well, yeah, the Five of Cups. They're not happy at all. Let's see, 26. That's an 8. Again, coming around. What goes around. Maybe there's someone happy that you left. Let's see what that hostility is. They're really, really missing you. They can't do without you. Wow, walking away is the one that goes after that one. Defenses. Defenses are up. Aggressive energy. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so this card shows a man raising his sword in readiness. This is the upright, okay? To do battle. They're mad that you're gone. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities toward you are about to be, or have already been engaged. So maybe this is why you are keeping to yourself. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out and out slander going on. Again, it's the swords, so it's conversation, it's talk, it's thoughts. This is different from the deceit card, because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time, but whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. And we saw the Strength card. And you have the knowledge, and you know that it's time to move on. Hello. They're not happy because they can't control you. Justice is on your side. A new beginning is what you want. You need to stand. You on this is you on a higher level. You have risen above them. You can see them coming miles away. Means you know them. You know them very well. Too well, in fact. So let's see the reverse on this one. This card reverse marks the end of hostilities for you. There's a shift in the energies around you. That's the eclipse coming to put an end to this cycle that we saw. You might want to go back to see the beginning of the shuffle, and then contemplate this portion of the read. There's a shift in the energies around you and even about you. And the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Okay, we saw all of that. So this is where you are becoming the winner here. You are winning. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peace and harmony. Be aware, however, that there may still be some action you have to take. That's it, it's not finished. And it may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better. This card encourages you letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. Of course, you are going to have the higher ground. What you want, your desire, is to move on and have a home and start afresh and just have your legacy, not be taken for a fool or taken advantage of. The Justice card sits with her. You are in the truth. You stand with the Justice. Spirit is watching you and guiding you. Again, go back to the beginning. Contemplate this read from this card and just listen to the first part of the reading. Temperance says you're healing. The moon is the time, and we are in the eclipse when I do this read. It may be a month from now. Could just be that the secrecy you keep into yourself, you not reaching out, you not having any communication with them, keeping what you have under wraps, not sharing, because that's how it started, this read. Making a choice. You see this? This is where the fighting, that fighting energy, standing up for what you believe in, having betrayal, being lied to, being told lies. Maybe you're finding that out. And that is that burden coming to an end. And you moving on. Again, shifting, going to school, getting married, going off on your own. Having a relationship that is worthy of you. That is what's coming. Leo, what an exciting read. The affirmation, if you'd like to meditate with that: I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I'll read it again. I am receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make responsible requests, and make my expectations clear. All right. It's quite an exciting little read we have going on here. Let's see what the guidance is from Adriana Ayales with the Herbal Astrology. Because now we know where the forces around you, they're not happy, because they can't get to you. That's what that is. They can't get to you. If you are moving away from them, they're stuck. They can't control you if you're not there. So it's a positive. It's a positive. What is the guidance for Leo in their circumstance? Thank you, Spirit. It says calendula, purity. See, the sun. That is so you. It's all about the sun. Well, the sun. Happiness. And when I started this read, I was telling you to do things that make you feel good and put your mind away from the things that are heavy and bogging you down. It's the first card. Look at that. All about you, Leo. All about you. So the purity, innocence, childlike joy, humility, purity, new beginnings, trusting in life, vitality. You see, you know what you know, and you know you're in the right, and you know you're innocent of whatever it is. You are victorious, and you know it. You're coming out, and you're going to move, whether it is emotionally moving on or physically moving on or both, because we saw that, the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands, and that's a physical move. Because the Wands is the action that you take. The Swords is your mental. So you're physically and emotionally moving away from particulars or particular. The guidance from the calendula resembles the sun, a radiant bright yellow or orange flower. It grows easily and spreads its joyful self across gardens, symbolizing the gesture of universal abundance. Solar herbs are those that neutralize poison and air in the recuperation of vital forces. Calendula's gentle and abundant power reminds us of the realms of light. To be allowed entry within these angelic realms requires childlike innocence and humility. Don't allow pain from the past to disable your ability to dream a new life. Calendula represents the pure impulse of create vitality and creativity needed to step into a new journey. The radiance of calendula is a superconductor. Be very aware and selective with your intentions when using her energy within a ritual, as she greatly amplifies your intentions. So go in with humility. Be humble, Leo, when you ask for guidance to move on, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or for whatever it is that you feel you need from Spirit. You go in with your humility and you will be rewarded greatly. On that note, Leo, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.